Welcome to the Let's Talk About It Dad Sports Podcast, where father and son break down the latest happenings in sports. I'm Patrick, and I have my co-host with me,
Cillian.
Awesome, Cillian. We are about ready to get set with episode 3. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, there have been some comments from some of the folks from our first 2 episodes that we need a theme song. What do you think our theme song should sound like?
Patrick Mahomes.
What? He's a player, not a theme song.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, he's the head coach for the Chiefs. Do you think he could do our theme song for us?
Yep.
Yeah? What kind of instruments would be in our theme song?
Horns.
Horns? What would it sound like?
Bum bum.
Nice. Well, we'll try and put together a theme song that might be late for
trumpets.
And some trumpets. I like that. That might be for a later episode. Okay.
Okay.
So we're keeping the pace of an episode a week and plan to stay consistent with Thursday releases. Please subscribe, rate, and comment on your podcast listening medium so we can attract even more listeners. And be sure to share us on your social networks as well. Cillian, how's your week been?
Good.
Yeah, what have you been up to this week?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, like what kind of things?
And you were at the three. You were at the 3 hockey games.
What 3 hockey games?
The 3 tabletop games.
Oh, you had tabletop hockey games this week?
Yeah, and you were there all 3 games.
Yeah. Who played in the tabletop hockey games?
Red Wings over the Capitals.
Yeah.
9-4.
Okay.
And there's Hurricanes, Maple Leafs,
Yeah.
Red Wings, Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome.
I got 3 games. Then there's a game tomorrow.
Okay. And you do that during your quiet time?
It's the Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
And the Shouting Wolves.
Whoa, that's a pretty cool team name. That's awesome.
Yeah. And their mascot is a white kind of penguin situation.
Okay.
But it's got a broken beak.
Yeah.
And it has tippy-toe feet.
Very cool. Well, awesome.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited. Oh, nice. I'm excited to see how the tabletop hockey games go this upcoming week then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump into our episode. We're going to break down week 3 of college football and preview week 4. Then we're going to recap week 2 of the NFL season and preview week 3. And then we're going to talk about how our picks went with talking about our 2 Premier League matches from Matchweek 4. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So college football week 3 gave us a little bit of everything. We're going to review some close games.
Let's start with the big guy.
Yeah, our hometown teams, and then see how our picks ended up and make some picks for the upcoming week. Let's start.
Go.
Who are we starting with?
The Hurricanes and the Bulls.
That's right. So you picked the University of Miami to beat the University of South Florida Bulls, which would have ended the Bulls' upset streak. So you got that one right. You had a great pick. Yeah, the Miami Hurricanes ended up beating the Bulls in dominant fashion, 49-12. That's 7 touchdowns by the Hurricanes.
Oh my gosh.
Great pick. Way to go. So this moves the Hurricanes up to 4th in the rankings, puts them in the top 4 in the country. And the Bulls, who had just moved up to 18th, got dropped out of the top 25 after their loss to the Hurricanes.
Oh my gosh, that's bad for them.
That is bad for them. So next up, you picked up the Florida Gators to upset the LSU Tigers.
The Kraken.
That's right. Yes, you call them the Kraken. So this was a close game, and there were moments the Gators could have completed the upset, but the Tigers held them off 20-10. LSU retained their number 3 spot in the rankings, and Florida is still unranked. So you are 1-1 on your pick so far. What did you think of the Kraken game? Or the Gators game?
Nope.
Not good. Well, the 2 teams that you picked from last week
are the Kraken's gonna verse the Hurricanes.
I'm
going with the Kraken.
That's right. So the 2 teams that you picked to win last week are facing each other in an in-state rivalry. The Florida Gators, or as you like to call them, the Kraken, travel to the number 4 University of Miami Hurricanes. You're picking them to win get the upset?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we've got the Florida Gators over the Miami Hurricanes as your number 1 pick, or as your first pick for college football.
Here's my big guy.
Yeah.
Sparty.
Sparty. We're going to talk about Michigan State next. Who did they beat last weekend?
The Fighting Penguins.
From Youngstown State. They beat the Fighting Penguins, or the Penguins, at home 41-24, which brings Michigan State to 3-0 on the season.
Yeah, they won 3 games.
That's right.
Won against the Broncos.
Broncos. Who else did they beat?
I don't know.
You don't know? The Boston College Eagles and the Youngstown State Penguins. That's right. So that was another win for you, another good pick for you. So you're 2-1 so far on this week's picks. They face the newly ranked number 25 USC Trojans on Saturday night in California. The game starts at 11 o'clock at night, so you're probably going to be in bed. We can record it for you. But who do you think is going to win? Sparty or the Trojans? Sparty. Let's go. So you think they're going to get the upset and start the season 4-0?
Yeah, 20 nothing.
20-0. Ooh, I like that scoreline. Very good. So 20-0, Michigan State over USC. I love it. All right, so Cillian, next up is the University of Michigan. I took a listen back to episode 1, and I confirmed that you did pick Michigan to beat Oklahoma. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So you were 0-1 going into this week. All right. Okay. And then you've got the Hurricanes right, Michigan State right, and you got the Florida Gators wrong. So right now you're sitting at 2-2. Do you remember who you had Michigan beating last week?
Chippewas.
The Chippewas. Yeah, so you picked Michigan to beat the Chippewas 55-0, and they won in dominant fashion 63-3 over the Central Michigan Chippewas. So you were pretty close in your score prediction too.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that takes your picks.
Now here comes the end, guys.
That's right. So that takes your picks to 3-2 on the year. Michigan travel to Lincoln, Nebraska to face the Cornhuskers next week. Are the Wolverines going to win that one too?
Yeah, 27-0.
27-0? Oh man, I bet the Wolverines like to hear that scoreline as well. So you got University of Michigan beating Nebraska in Lincoln 27-0.
And I want to send that to the quarterback.
Okay. Bryce Underwood.
And they're very excited about the new quarterback.
Yeah.
Johnson Ho.
No, Bryce Underwood.
Bryce Underwood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's their new quarterback for the year.
Awesome. Okay. Well, hopefully you can go 3-0 in your picks this week, and that would make you 6-2, which would be pretty good. Anything else you want to say about college football before we move on to the NFL?
There was one more game I want to. Oh, it was the championship of the Cornhuskers last year in the playoffs. They got beat by Michigan State.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
24-0.
Wow, what a upset, huh?
Yeah, they got upsetted.
Okay.
At home. 24-0.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about the NFL. We talk about week 2, and then we'll preview week 3. So the second week of the NFL gave us a lot of high-scoring games. One of them being the Detroit Lions. Who did they end up beating this last week?
The Bears.
The Bears. And you picked the Lions to beat the Bears, and the Lions crushed them 52-21.
And 3 touchdowns for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's right, yes. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 3 touchdowns. Jared Goff had 5 passing touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery each had rushing touchdowns. So there was scoring galore in the Lions-Bears game.
But the Bears got 1 touchdown.
Well, with 21 points, they had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, the Bears had 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Amon-Ra St. Brown got 3 touchdowns.
That's right. So next week, the Lions travel to Baltimore. Who plays for Baltimore? What team is that? The Ravens, yes. So they play the Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football. Who do you have winning that one? The Lions or the Ravens?
I'm going with the Lions.
Going with the Lions. All right. I love it. Lions over the Ravens for Monday Night Football. All right. Next big game was the Super Bowl rematch between
Let's see it.
between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Patrick Mahomes had another rushing touchdown, right?
Woohoo.
But the Eagles still came out on top 20-17 with Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley each getting a rushing touchdown as well. What did you think about the Chiefs' loss?
Nope, I'm not going with that one.
Yeah, you weren't a fan of that. Hopefully.
So now the Chiefs are 2-0.
0-2.
0-2, so they beat.
They haven't beaten anybody yet.
And in the first Super Bowl, they beat the 49ers.
That's right. Yeah, 2 Super Bowls ago, they did beat the 49ers. Next week, the Chiefs will hope to get back to their winning ways as they travel.
Patrick Mahomes had 3 rushing touchdowns when they played the 49ers in the first Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, I might have to fact check you on that one, but that's pretty impressive.
And here's my winner, the next game.
All right, so they face Russell
Giants.
Russell Wilson and the Giants, who are also 0-2 after a tough overtime loss to the Dallas Cowboys. You got the Chiefs over the Giants?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We knew that one coming. So we've got the Lions and the Chiefs so far.
I thought we were going to Kansas City for that game.
Nope. Yep, they're going to be in New York for that game. Finally, you had the Green Bay Packers beating the Commanders, which takes your NFL picks to 2-4 on the season. The Packers won 27-18, which puts them or keeps them on top of the NFC North. They traveled to Cleveland for a matchup on Sunday afternoon against the Browns. Who do you have winning this one, the Browns or the Packers?
I went with the Browns.
You're going with the Browns with the upset over the Packers. Joe Flacco, you think he's going to get the win?
Yeah, I think Papa's going for the Packers.
You think Papa's going to be rooting for the Packers? Really?
He doesn't like the Packers?
Well, he likes the Lions. He's not going to like the Packers. But you're going to root for the Cleveland Browns, right?
Yeah, and he's going to root for the Cleveland Browns.
I bet he might, yeah. So the one game that you didn't pick from last week was between the LA Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chargers came out victorious with a 20-9 win over their divisional rivals. The Chargers will have a third straight divisional matchup as they host the Denver Broncos on Sunday. Who do you got in that one, the Broncos or the Chargers?
I'm kicking with the Broncos.
You're kicking with the Broncos. All right. That's awesome.
Last year in the playoffs, their old quarterback got injured.
Yeah.
Against the Chiefs. Last year in the playoffs, the Chiefs played the Broncos.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs beat the Broncos too.
Wow. That's awesome. And, they've got one of your favorite colors, the Broncos, right? Orange. That's right. So there it is. Cillian, you're currently sitting at 2-2 in college picks. 3-2 in college picks.
The Broncos lost last year.
Yeah. And you have you're 2-4 in the NFL, and we're looking forward to a good week 4 and week 3 of football. So if you get all of your 4 picks right, that would put you at 6-4 in the NFL. If you get your
Premier League after this.
We are, yeah. If you get your 3 picks right in college football, that'll put you at 6-2. So let's talk about the Premier League. So we previewed 2 matches from Matchweek 4. You had West Ham over Tottenham and Man City over Man United. Both games ended up 3-0. That's a lot of goals in soccer, which puts you at 1-1 in picks. So West Ham ended up losing to Tottenham 3-0.
And where are they going now?
We'll talk about that next. And Manchester City beat Man United 3-0. So you picked Man City and you picked West Ham United. West Ham United are down in 18th in the table. That's in a relegation zone. Not very good. But they host London rivals Crystal Palace on Saturday morning. Who do you think is going to win, West Ham United or Crystal Palace?
West Ham United.
All right, awesome. Do you think?
Do I have a West Ham shirt?
You can borrow mine if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna use your West Ham shirt.
Perfect. I love it. All right, and then Man City, they moved up to 8th in the table, and Man United moved down to 14th. Man United will try and bounce back against Chelsea, who currently sit at 5th in the table. Who do you think is going to win that one, Manchester United or Chelsea?
I'm going with the one with the fork.
Which colors are they?
I'm going to do red.
Red. Okay, so you're going with Manchester United?
Uh-huh.
All right, awesome. So Manchester United over Chelsea. And then finally, Man City is going to travel to London to face Arsenal, who currently sits 2nd in the table. Who do you think is going to win this one between Manchester City and Arsenal?
I went with the red with the brown wheels. So
Yep.
I'm going with Arsenal.
Going with Arsenal. Very good. So Arsenal, Man United, and West Ham United. If you get all 3 of those right, you'd be 4-1 on your picks this season.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Well, I think that's going to be our show for today. We recapped a wild week 3 in college football and week 2 in the NFL and previewed a set of matches in the Premier League match week 5. Thanks, everyone, for listening to Let's Talk About It, Dad, a sports podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on wherever you're catching the podcast. We will be back next week. Next week, it's going to be a big week. We got the Ryder Cup in golf, and we're going to talk Scotty Scheffler
beating Rory.
And Rory McIlroy and all the great golfers who are going to be playing in the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black next weekend. So hopefully we can see who gets our picks right this week, and we will talk to everybody soon next week.
And I hope Papa is going to root for the Giants. And if I pick the Chiefs, he's going to be crying all day.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. That's awesome. Well, what do you have to say to the fans or the listeners? Thanks. And go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Sparty.
Go Sparty.
Woo! All right. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for listening.